Hey everybody, welcome to my Suburban Oasis. My name's Soleil and I garden in Zone 5B in Michigan, but today we have about 4 inches of snow and there's another inch forecasted tonight. So I thought it was a great time to come indoors and take a look at my plant studio area and see what needs to be done. And there is a lot that needs to be done because you guys, when spring comes around and I start pulling things out and putting it outside, all of a sudden I forget that this place exists because I really just want to be outside the whole time. So let's take a look at all the things that we need to take care of, and then I'm just going to go at it, and I think it's going to be a pretty satisfying cleanup. So let's take a look. As you can see, I have pots everywhere, on the table, underneath the table, to the side of the table. I have plants that are doing okay. They kind of survived the winter. Or the summer, I should say. They look like they survived the winter. I have some plants that look quite well, and then I have some that completely died because I failed to water them enough during the summer. Overall, I think my assessment is that I did a little bit better this summer keeping things alive than last year, but what I really need to do is clean up all of this grime. Can you see all of this dirt all over everything? There are cobwebs that are nasty, so I need to get out the vacuum. I need to dump out some of these plant pots and get rid of some of these fungus gnat fly traps. And I think all of that is going to make me feel really good about this area in preparation for this year being able to repot some of the house plants that I need to repot, as well as being able to work in this area and provide you guys with some videos about seed starting. And maybe if I'm really lucky this year, I'll have enough money left over after Christmas to get myself a nice seed starting light kit rack, as opposed to using these. They've been really handy, but and they were free because I already had them. But they definitely are not the ideal setup. So it would be nice, rather than having cords all over the place, having a nice setup that I could use down here. All right, well, let's dig in and get started. I think I'm going to start in this area right here because if you can see, there is also a lot of debris all around these plants that needs to be cleaned up. So I'm going to vacuum all of those, get rid of the dead plant first, and then we'll just kind of move down the line. All right, here we go. Okay, I've got lots of trays in this area. I'm gonna take these and try to combine them with these. My next goal is to now grab all the terracotta pots and get them in one place. And I know this is going to create more of a mess first. I do have this handy dandy brush that I'm going to use to just get rid of some of the excess soil that's in these. This one is called Redecker Rashar. I don't know, I got it off Amazon, I think. And it's just a bristle hairbrush. Okay, well, I think the video shut off. I'm not sure exactly where because I think my camera overheated. I've been spending a lot of time doing this cleaning, so let me go through and show you what it looks like now. I think it looks a whole lot better. I definitely have more to do, but I think I'm done for today. Let's look. So I have to come through with a real vacuum at some point just to vacuum everything up. But what you'll see here is I've gotten most of the pots that are terracotta off of the floor down here. I have taken them up and stacked them at the top of my rack here, which I think looks really pretty and will give me easy access to all of the different sizes and sorts of terracotta and colors that I have. And then there's just a couple of plants and dried hydrangea blooms up in there as well, which I think, you know, is just kind of a nice homey touch. And then I cleaned up this shelf down here, which looks good. I do still need to come through and clean some of the plants up though. I need to give them like a little touch up and pull off some of the dead leaves. And this shelf didn't look too bad to begin with, but it really did have a lot of dirt and debris on it. So it is all cleaned up along with the cobwebs. Yay. Where do all of those cobwebs come from anyways, right guys? My potting bench looks pretty much like the way the rest of the area started, like a mess, but I had a ton of little terracotta pots on here, no place to move, just everything stacked on top of one another and in a huge mess. So I'll come back in and go through those and clean those next. And then here, we definitely cleaned up the top of this cabinet, which is really, really old, so it never actually gets to be white. But it definitely looks a lot whiter than it did before, and I feel like there's less cobwebs and spiders and all that good stuff, and we got the plants all organized, so it looks pretty to me, I think, and I'm looking forward to seeing these plants grow on this year. Yeah, so thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video kind of cleanup. We're definitely getting there, and hopefully the snow will melt so we can get back outside a couple of more times and show you a little bit about composting, because that's kind of the next thing on my agenda if I have a chance to get outside. All right, well, I hope you all are staying warm and enjoying your winter, and we'll see you next time.